And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go one more.
And to give this time to the tailback. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Jones, off play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Slam. Switch.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Go!
Now Foles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fournette running out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. X3, 218, chopper.
Here's Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Foles. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And this is Clark. It's Cooper. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. Open man is Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Throwing on 2nd down, Jones, and that'll be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 36, Foles. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line. 13. 57's Mike.
Hey, exit.
Hey, they're scared.
They'll look to throw here. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check three.
Under.
Check 13.
Go.
Back to throw here. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Bravo.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's complete. Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On the run, it's Fournette. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. And the cutback to the sideline. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And from down in Miami, an update. The Patriots have jumped out to an early lead over Miami. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jones now, operating from the gun. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Jones. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
back to 6, right there. Hey, box drop.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the kick by Rosas is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Hey, Kaden.
They're going to look to throw. Cooper's got it. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Jaguars. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First down, New York.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Grant. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They will run with Grant. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. 5. 61. Matchbox light. SOS.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jones off the play fake. And now here is another interception. Picked by Riley Harrison, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
This is caught inside the 15. And this will get them all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator
and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fournette on the counter. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Just like that. Hey, check, Mike 21. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
From just shy of midfield. Jones, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Grant. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Foles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Take motion, 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 motion. Mike 54. Mike 54.
He'll drop to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to...
There he goes, left side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 34 yards there and a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Foles, fighting to stay upright. It's Kelsey on the ground. 30, past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones now, off play action. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Crunch time, defense. Kill, 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 kill. Here we go.
Again, it's Fournette. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
A 61-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Here we go, set, 15, line, 15 line.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here in 2nd and 15. Now Jones. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 44 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let it fly. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.